Hello, welcome to School of Alchemy. If you are new to Gnosticism and would like to know about it, this is a perfect book for you. I had this book 2 years ago and I got it from a book sale at my university, the Philosophical Research University. So this book is about Gnosticism, New Light on the Ancient Tradition of Inner Knowing by Stefan Heller. This is a paperback. Okay, so I'm gonna read a summary of this book. So in this book, you will learn about the Gnostic view of the divine and the manifest world, good and evil, in the essence of human soul, the Gnostic Christ as the messenger of light and the guide of sacred mysteries, Sophia, the Gnostic archetype of feminine wisdom, the scriptures, sacraments, and rituals of Gnostic religion as the Mandean holding secret wisdom tracked by John the Baptist, the Manichaean founded by great 3rd century Persian prophet Mani, and the Cathar, the glorious and persecuted movement in the medieval southern France. And then Gnostic literature and its influence on cultural giants such as Voltaire, Blake, Yeats, Hesse, Melville, and Hume. Gnosticism, West and East, what constitutes a Gnostic, and how Gnosticism can guide us into the 21st century. I enjoy reading this book because it is like an outline of different type of Gnosticism. This is by Quest Books, Theosophical Publishing House. Copyright 2002, First Quest Edition 2002. This is the table of contents. Light from Beyond the Veil, the Gnostic worldview, creative view of the creation, Sophia, Gnostic archetype of feminine wisdom, the Gnostic Christ, the mystery of iniquity, liberating mysteries, from Samaria to Alexandria, visionary and prophets, Gnostic religions, the heritage of Gnosticism, Gnosticism West and East, Gnostic literature, Gnosticism and postmodern thought, epilogue, and then list of illustrations. And if you are into Carl Jung, or you're studying psychology, or if you heard Carl Jung in Jordan Peterson's lecture, you will also like this book because Carl Jung was inspired by Gnosticism and he was trying to revive it through his psychoanalysis. So I'm gonna flip this book so you can see. By the way, the fonts are big enough, so it's easy read. I don't have to squint your eyes because, I wear glasses to read, but this one, it's easy for me because the fonts are big and the writing are not very compact. That's why I like it. This is the contemporary Gnostic icon Sophia. The figure is crowned and winged and has before her a world tree with the serpent of wisdom holding an apple. Very cool, right? It's like the creation, the apple, the snake, the world, and Sophia, the wisdom. The Cathar tombstones. Okay, so this is a Gnostic gem, 3rd century after Christ, depicting Harpocrates, a deity of Egyptian origin. That's him. Harpocrates is seated on a lotus throne and points to his lips, indicates silence. His baboon attendant symbolizes the instinctual nature. Barbarous words intended as prayers surround the figures. It's like an amulet. And here I put a bookmark here because I'm studying at the University of Philosophical Research, and I saw this ring Manly Pihor wearing in one of his portraits. So this is Abraxas. Okay, so Gnostic gem, circa 3rd century after Christ, depicting Abraxas with conventional symbols, including the letters IAO. IAO. Where's the O? Mounted on a ring worn at one time by Manly P. Hall, by permission of the Philosophical Research Society. Mandians, Manchians, and the Cathars. You always see Cathars in movies, you know, like these soldiers or warriors have a red cross flag. Not the national red cross, but a cross that is red. Okay, so yeah, I put a bookmark there because I'm gonna show you something later. Mani the prophet. He is the contemporary Gnostic icon of the prophet Mani. He is portrayed in ancient Persian style influenced by Chinese portrait painting. Manichaeans. These are the Cathar symbolic designs, copied from carvings on stones and amulets. This is the ruins of the castle Montsegur. This fortress served as fortified sacred shrine and refuge of many of the last Cathar perfecti. Gate of the Cathar, sacred stronghold of Montsegur. Commemorative monument to the Cathar martyrs. This one. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, Carl Jung is a Gnostic. And let me see. Let's read one paragraph here. his dedication to Gnostic thought found little resonance in Freud's thinking. In fact, it was a Gnostic inspiration that forced Jung to go on his own way and found a psychological school different from Freud's. Jung experienced a series of visions involving a spiritual figure named Philemon, which is in his Red Book, whom he called a Gnostic. The teachings Philemon imparted to Jung concerning the meaning of symbols were incorporated by him into a book, and it was the book that caused Freud's final disaffection with Jung. So now you know why Jung and Freud split up. Yeah, this book is very interesting. If you are into Gnosticism, from daylight, the God that's failed, this is the appendixes, and this book is 257 pages. So let me tell you about the author. So Stefan Heller is I'm gonna tell you a personal story about Stefan Heller. So I met him when I visited the Besant Lodge, and then I attended some of his lecture. He's the director of studies of the Gnostic Society in Los Angeles, and the author of the Gnostic Jung and the Lost Gospels. He also have a YouTube channel. You can search for him because he is a bishop. He do masses, like he conduct mass every Sunday, a Catholic mass. And I think aside from Manly P. Hall, Stefan Heller is one of the best source of esoteric literature and wisdom. So I recommend this book. It is an easy read. I know some books are hard to understand, especially if you're starting out to discover. But this is an easy read. It's easy to understand, and there's no cryptic message here. Everything is explanatory. It's easy to digest. So that's it for today, and thank you for joining me. I have passion for books, especially in esoteric and occult. And thank you, because it's kind of hard to find someone to have the same interest as you. But I'm glad that there's an online community who is into the same thing as me. So I want you to know that I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next week for my next book review.